My name is Bandicoot, and welcome to Amnesia. Uh, this was just added to Game Pass today, alongside the day one Game Pass release of, wow, that's loud. Amnesia Rebirth, whatever. So we are going to be giving this a try, as the title may suggest. Now, we will see how this goes. I don't always do the best with horror, but I have heard many good things about the Amnesia series. So, we shall find out in a second. I just realized that I didn't take my meds. So hey, here's a reminder. If you haven't had any meds, or if you need to take your meds, do that. I hate it when they don't all go down. Okay. The Dark Descent. Let's see what this is like. You see this icon, do not turn off the console. From Frictional Games. With support from Norden. Press A to continue. I am the Bandicoot, yes. Underneath the Dark Descent follows a couple of quick messages on how to get the best possible experience. Amnesia should not be played to win. Instead, focus on immersing yourself in the game's world and story. That's usually what I try to do. Not worry about when and how to save during gameplay. The game will take care of that for you. If you want to leave the game, just choose save and exit. You can then use continue to return to where you left off the next time you start up the game. Is that? Oh, I'm descending into a tunnel of some kind. The world of Amnesia is a dangerous place, and you are extremely vulnerable. Do not try to fight the enemies encountered. Instead, use your wits, hide, or even run if necessary. Interplay between light and dark is very important to the game. Because of this, it is vital to set up the game correctly. Use a slider control below to do so. Adjust until the square on the right is barely visible. Okay. Usually, like you notice with scoring, I try to go a little brighter, but it's not visible at all there, so we'll go with that. That is all. Hope you enjoy immersing yourself in the world of Amnesia. Frictional Games. Options. Show subtitles. So subtitles are on by default. Good. Start new game. The way the game was designed to be played, enemy will spot you more easily. Tinderboxes and are harder to come by. All saves disabled and saving your game costs tinderboxes. Losing your sanity will kill you. Let's just go with standard. Just normal. I have not played this before. I'm not sure. I've watched Markiplier in the past. I don't know if I've ever watched him play.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Oh. Mento has been added to the journal. Make sure to check these whenever you get stuck. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Wait. Which way is it going? Finding its source. It looks like it came this way, so yeah, we need to go back. Oh. Woozy. Oh. Hold the right trigger and move the right stick in order to move the door. Press left bumper to throw the door open or shut, depending on the direction you face. Ah, there we go. Yoink. Yoink. Tinderbox used light candles and other light sources in the environment. The current number of tinderboxes is shown in the inventory. Oh. Health all is good. Sandy, crystal clear. Oil used to keep the lantern flame alive. When it runs out, the lantern can no longer be used. And then the journal. I broke it. What else? Oh. Interesting. Okay. Good lord, it's dark. I mean, I know that's the point. What the f... I don't know how much exploration I should do. This room looks pretty well lit. Let's take a gander in here. Oh, paintings. Oh no. Stay in darkness, stay in solar ray, turn the lights. The environment using tinderbox or search for other sources of light. Yeah, we'll just close that up. A slight headache. Old archives. Alright. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. Who? My character? Daniel? Who probably... Oh, that... Okay. Don't forget that that's why it's... Okay. No, I wondered why it was called Amnesia. Like, why they went for that particular name. Does that... Oh, okay. Witness unsettling events will reduce your sanity. This can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Oh, this is darkness. Oh, what's happening? Oh, hello. You now picked a lantern. When filled with oil can be done by pressing X or selecting it in the inventory. I have a lantern. Cool. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Interesting. Yes, I'm familiar with the lantern mechanic. I was saying earlier, I've not seen the original game played, but I've seen some of like the custom stuff. The custom maps played. Oh, oil. Then oil drains when it's turned on to add more oil to the lantern. Press A over the oil item in the inventory. Ah.
19th of August,
Daniel's note to
1879.
self,
I
19th
wish
of
I could ask
August,
how much you remember.
1839.
I don't know
I
if
w
there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay, I have my objective. What was that? Oh, wait. There we go. Notes. Wish I could ask you how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. Okay. I don't know how. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Alright, well. I now have an objective. Hmm. That's no good. Nope, nothing in here. Okay. So I'm being followed by a living nightmare. Hmm. There's nothing in this room, right? Yeah. Nothing in here. That was just that blocked passage. It. Wait, so is there... Is there something I missed? I must have missed something, right? Right? Like that's... There's nothing there. The only other doorways was here. And there's nothing... Okay. So this door won't open, right? Is there... Is there like a key? What am I missing? Mm. This is quite frustrating. I will be perfectly honest. Okay. In here. This is where I got the note. Is there something important? Oh. There we go. To the entrance hall. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick to his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. To Why do I need to know how to run?
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Some sort of organic tissue blocks a path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so there's up that way. Doesn't really look like there's much up there. There's a doorway. There's not much back here, okay. Well, yeah, it won't budge. Oh, that's blocked off. The staircase is busted. To the archives. Sealed. Alright. So the inner sanctum lies beyond the refinery. Nope, not that. I used so much oil. Nope. Yoink. I recognize this painting. I know this was made by a particular artist. I mean, obviously every painting has an artist, but I can't remember their name. but they always had someone in the painting looking directly out. Are there two? I can't actually see enough details in that figure's eyes to see if they're looking there or out. Whatever. Anyways. Oh. Guess I'm not going through that door. Well, I guess, this way it is. Laboratory. Wine cellar. Well, it seemed like... if we're gonna get something to dissolve the tissue, it's gonna be the laboratory. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Yes, Turkish delight. Apparently it's the kind of thing that you either love or you hate. Judging by everything that I have heard about them. Okay. Okay. Don't like that. Wait, is that a... that's a table. Ooh. Nope. That's gonna be a difficult habit to break. Okay. Well, lantern's pretty much full. Ooh. Okay. I was waiting to see if there was a voiceover. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Oh, okay, that's it. That's normal.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament.
picked up chemistry pot. I see something in there. Yes. A slight headache. Okay, so doing pretty good sandy-wise. That's good. Alright, well. I shall consider myself fortunate. Not that way. Over here. That the door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. I shall consider myself fortunate that the ingredients were moved to the wine cellar, considering I can't get to the rest of that. It's locked and will not open without a key. Nope. Why? There we go. Find key for wine cellar. Oh. Evidence laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients are moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Okay. So. Buttons. There was one other way I could go up over here. Nope. Yeah, here. That was blocked off, but there was the archives. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Alright, I have to take a second. I need to make a call real quick. So, we will be right back. Sorry about that. We're good now. Back to game. So, rare books. Well, this door is busted off its hinges, so let's see what's in here.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So, the British being the British. Lovely. Alright. Okay, that's catalogs. It is relatively dark, but just light enough to see. I take it not light enough to keep my sanity. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Tinderbox. I'll use that here so I don't have to use up my lantern anymore. Okay, I got plenty of oil left. I'm looking for a key. Right, I need the key to the wine cellar. Here's this painting again. I recognize that, but I can't quite remember. Is there catalogs? What is this? Study. All right.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them. which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Tinderbox. This dork. Oh, it's not in English. Okay. Old tomes. Okay. Let's take a second. Wait. Oh yeah, I found more oil. Duh, that's what that is. Okay. Local history. See what's in these real quick. Zilch. It won't open, it's locked. The Orleans local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? Let's find out. Hmm. Okay, and this is where I came in at, right? Yeah. So I just came over here, went into the study. Okay. There's a hole up there. Certainly won't complain, it lets more light in. But it could also let something else in. Is that blood? Oh, I guess there's light coming at the windows, isn't there? Lots of scrolls. Floor plans. Maps. Fragile but not breakable by... Huh. Let's find a new way out of this area. Well, seems oddly familiar. Or it would if I...
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. So Daniel and the Baron were working together at one point. That's why Daniel knows where he is, but why is he trying to murder him now? No idea where that is. Exactly. Oh, Another tinderbox. Maps. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. We're just gonna go with Prussia for now. Uh-oh.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Hmm. Okay, then.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Giant faint liner coming from behind the shelf. There must be a way in. Altstadt and Brenningburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Astelt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Elstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid note, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting, sorry. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? And what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at the castle nearby Altstadt, and like most of those noble birth, rumors are inherited along with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron was in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. The Order of the Black Eagle, that was mentioned in that contract. Oh, that's not it. This one. That. This. No. And this. There we go. Nothing in the closet. Let's check in the cupboards real quick before I take that key, because I have a feeling something's going to happen. Aha, no. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the master has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Oh, cool, so a bunch of people were locked in the wine cellar. Yep, something broke this door open. Won't budge. I think it is time for me to... Do not like, take me home, take me away, take me away. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Alright, well. Oh. All is good. It's fine. I used up quite a bit of oil. It's fine. This is fine. Alright. Ah, okay, so that... The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the winds gently sweep across his face and his dry, crusted lips. So Daniel and the Baron... Beware insane darkness, Daniel slowly drain, turn on lights, the environment, center boxes, search for other sources of light. Yeah. Give me a sec. So, Daniel and the Baron came to Castle Brennenburg to do something. And they knew that this shadow was following them. Somewhere along the way, Daniel realized something that the Baron, I can't remember his name. Hang on, where's the journals and stuff? Diary, no, notes, Daniel's note to self. Alexander of Brennenburg. So Daniel realized or decided he needed to kill Alexander. Why did he need to wipe his memory? And his shadow is falling, it's a living nightmare breaking down reality. Yeah, no way to fight back. Yep.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Okay. So, that storage, there doesn't seem to be a way to get to the right side. Whatever. This appears to be the most likely place for the ingredients to be stored. I had not closed that. Oh, there's a door under here. Don't like that. Filled lantern with a few drops of oil. Oh, balls. Well, I don't remember that tinderbox being there before. Nope, I can't climb that. Okay. This is very cool. I like the spooky atmosphere. There's not been any real scares yet, but like it. But oh, actually no. I never mind. I thought I had to go somewhere, but no. I have more time, so we're gonna continue. So let's reload. Forget that happened. Okay. So, real quick, I wanted to check notes. Early alchemy experiment. So, calamite or calamine, orpiment, cuprite, aqua regia. We have cuprite and calamine. Huh. Well, once they realized that they weren't going to be let out, guess they took matters into their own hands.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh,
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Aqua regia. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gurick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed Knight of the Order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I'd been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolical ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood is beginning to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... So there was something in the wine. Oh, I see the doorways now. Okay. So what's... Huh? Why would there be an enemy near? I mean, I know why, but like, why are you telling me this now? Use the laudanum. So laudanum is used to heal my weary bones. I did not open this door. I don't need to spend any more time in the cellar. Let's get the fuck out. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought. Or perhaps too few. I don't know yet how these loading screen... Few cuts and bruises. Oh. Okay. But now, how do I... Oh. What about over here? Is this... Yeah, this is still here. Hmm. Well... Oh, right, okay. The chemicals need to be mixed first. But how do I... Okay, do I need to go back? I might need to go back to the lab. Let's try that. He sat down by the kibosh wall and gasped for air. gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto the sand-veiled ground. Okay. Wait, is there any, like... Oh? Ah. Okay. There we go. Um... Oh? Ah. Oh. Whoops. Oh. Lovely. Stairs have collapsed. Find a way to climb back up. Do I have to use my mad hopping skills? There's no... Use up oil a lot faster than I think it will. Is this what I'm supposed to do? Ooh. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Hortensia, headed for London. Something is not very happy with me. Okay. I am exceptionally curious as to what's behind this door. Wonder if it'll let me... Nope. Okay. I guess we'll go this way. Oh, opens towards me. Remove the shadow's residue in the entrance hall in Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Okay. Onto the refinery. It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. I don't know, like, anything about British history. I don't know what events would have been going on at this time. There is one thing. Daniel's note itself, 19th of August, 1839. And this took place 16th of May. May, June, July, August. So this is 3 months later. But this is Professor Herbert. So something happened.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Another thing, the darkness shields me, but it also drains my sanity.
Getting closer somehow.
Just need a moment to collect myself. Okay. Right here's another door.
Of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Oh. Duh. Okay, this leads me back into the main room. Okay. Locked from the other side. The door leading to the back room is blocked off. Find another way in. Okay.
Of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Okay. So, we've been around. We need to get into that back room. But how? How? That is the question. I don't remember seeing any break-offs in the main path. How is... Okay. Oh. Hatch is too heavy to lift by hand. Ah. So that'll raise the hatch. Here's a chest, so this probably has... Oh, a couple tinderboxes. There's a lot of eminent light in this place. I guess with... A torch does a pretty bang up job. Alright. Something's clogging. I'm sure if I pulled hard enough, that would eventually have broken off on its own. Is that doing it? Yes. Oh, that was it. So say, Geronimo. Cellar Archives. He crashed through the surface. The dark Atlantic water smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. I do not see how these fragments of story... Oh, well. Keep out of the water. Okay. Okay, so it's right there. So it seems attracted to anything that enters into the water. So I'm using up a lot of oil. Hello there. So it is faster than I am, but really? Uh-oh. Oh boy! The gate's too heavy, there must be an opening mechanism. Lovely. Okay. Um... This is the one room I haven't been able to get into yet. Aha! Oh cool, there's another one over here. Yep. Okay. I don't know how fast this falls. Okay, how's my health? You cuts and bruises, slight headache on sanity. That's fine. I missed a key. Okay. What? A hollow needle? Okay. So able to pick it, or at least break it. Something large brushed against his leg, and he felt himself being dragged along by the current of the beast. He pushed himself above the surface. "Help!" he cried, as the ocean swallowed him again. Oh, cool, more water. Okay. Okay, creature knows how to open doors. Just takes it a moment. No time to look around, 'cause we're running for our life. Closing doors behind us to slow the thing down, but we're still gotta run, run, run. Felt himself being hoisted out of the ocean. The lacquered hull of SS Hortense glittered in the soothing, warm yellow light of the setting sun. He turned his head to the calm ocean reaching towards the coast of Portugal and thought, is this another dream? Escaped the creature in the water and Amnesia, the dark descent. Whew! Boy. That was a lot more intense than I expected. Oh, someone's... Wait. Oh. No, it's just lower half of the statue, I think. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's what my vision was attracted to. Let's look around a little bit. Okay. Storage. Oh, I still have the hollow needle. Cool. Wonder if that'll be important later. Guest room. Study. So we have the storage, the guest room, the study, and then whatever's over here, which is... Oh.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Okay, before I jump in that, I just want to see... Okay, machine room. I'm going to take a wild guess that this isn't going to work. It's not working. Hey, look! Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Well, good place to start would be... Find the key to the long door leading to the machine. Of course it's locked. Of course it is. I'm gonna guess storage has has parts that I'll need. Okay, study can be opened. Let's go in here. Is this another dream? He thought, and screamed at the top of his lungs. Yes, when you're unsure about whether or not something is a dream, the best thing to do is scream. Oh, but I thought that was a chest. This is a chest. Tinderbox. Hold on, what is that? Huh. It's a little statue of a man. How neat. Looks like this is just a little supply room. Letter regarding the discovery of an oro. Oro? I'm not. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weiner. Fuck, that's not. Whatever. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about, an underground Mithric temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt. Sorry, I thought I had a burp coming up. Investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight those instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain through echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in pain as fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I feared to return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Aldstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Heinrich? Nope. Herbert. Okay. A strange orb. Can't be a coincidence. No time for art appreciation right now. This looks like a lovely room. Find another way around the rubble in the study. Cool, okay. Back this way. Guess we have to go into the bloody room. This... We're gonna say that this is a figurine head. Yeah. Oh, that didn't do me.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
Canis lupus familiaris, 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain-induced stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There's an inherent problem in harvesting the energy, since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. So that's what he wanted humans for. Seeking to utilize the energy of terror. It's art. Don't worry about it. Anatomy Frontiers, 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. So not just of fear, just from those creatures in general. Or, not... life energy in general. But... I'll be perfectly honest, I thought something was going to crawl out of that. I know how to get rid of that rubble. I think something is in here with me. I have a distinct feeling that falling here would be quite unfortunate. Oh. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath, yet I bow to you. I've done so much for you and have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Interesting. Is there more? Okay, no. There's another ledge, but there's no reason to do that. Elevator machine instructions. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Picked up flow cycle rod. Alright. Well, whoever was stored in there, apologies. Okay, it's just... yeah. No, how can there be a ton of light flowing in through the windows and yet it still be so dark out here? Like, you'd think there'd have to be like a full moon or something. Herbert's trunk was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken. By thieves, he assumed. He wondered if anything had been left considering all the hands it had passed. To the guest room. He tried to fit the pieces together, but like the sand dunes, they shifted when you weren't looking. I know it's said to be more interested in the game, or in the story than the... Oh? Oh.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Um... Hmm. So this must be where Daniel was staying.
2nd of July, 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Health. How is my health? A few cuts and bruises from the... Huh. Oh, a crowbar. Well, why do I own a crowbar? And if I was going to murder someone, why wouldn't I bring it with me? It's a pretty good...
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Oh, those are clothes. Okay, I thought there was a body under the bed. Oh.
Daniel? What? Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Oh, those are just hooks. Okay, I thought that was like a button or something. Okay. Nothing. Shirt. I don't have legs. I know it's not a huge detail for first-person games to have, like, actual models for the character. I know it saves on... because obviously you're not rendering the legs. But... or the whole body. Door is stuck due to a broken lock. Lock is broken. Find another way to open the closet door in the guest room.
The key. Please, let it be here.
An important key is hidden in the guest room. So I'm getting flashes, memories of the past. And I broke my freaking crowbar. Oh wow, this place has been ransacked.
4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
I wonder if this has to do with the other orbs that we saw being talked about. And the one, there was another note that was talking about them. Okay, no, I can't pull these out of the... And there's the monster. Wait, looking is too long will drain standing will eventually be seen. Okay. Apparently there's a key hidden in here. Aha!
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
You know, I have seen that creature before. In other... Because I've seen some custom stories, a couple of them, that use the same model. Maybe I have... I don't remember specifically. What was I saying? It looks like the creature is stitched together bodies. I wonder if that has to do... Because I always figured it was just kind of chosen to be creepy, just for the sake of being creepy. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. I figured they'd just chosen that design to be creepy for the sake of being creepy. But I wonder now if it was chosen, if it has story significance with, you know, all the body experiments with the bodies that have been going on. But whatever. Storage. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. I also wonder if Daniel's ability to reconstruct that orb had to do with reading the journal of Dr. Herbert. But I am uncertain. The darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. Yeah, it seems thicker. Like light doesn't hold as much sway here. drill part. There's no torch in that. Part of a broken hand drill. Fantastic.
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Won't budge. Give me the tender. Thank you. Roll from the cave is hindering further passage in the storage. Find a way to get through. Machine parts. It's another instance. No. Where there's like just a little crouch thing I can go through. Oh, hello.
The flicker, the bluish light.
Preparing explosive mixture. Alexander, I prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosives and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I've arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids, and you are ready to go. So 2 large vats. Full of liquids that when combined together produce an explosive substance. The valve has rusted shut. No use, the valve is rusted shut. Okay. Da-da. Oiled tinderbox and laudanum. The valve is rusted shut. Okay. Drill part. Somebody you can drop one or another item to combine. Can't assemble the drill yet. Needs to find all the parts first. Okay. Alright, so I've been... Ha. Drill part, picked up tinderbox. Okay. Hold on. Where was that? Here it is. So the valves have been here. These vets have been here for a while. Picked up explosive. I probably need to interact with it. Need to use something on it to cause it to go off. Oh! I got it. Well, surprised it didn't cause more of the tunnel to collapse. Honestly, probably not the smartest way to go about that, but... Oh well, what you gonna do?
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Hmm. Using up a lot of oil with all this. How dark this area is. Yeah, probably not my best idea. Pick up the 4-phase amplitude rod. Case of missing rod. Full set of 3 rods now available. There is 1 rod in the inner study rooms, which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. It says absolutely necessary. Always use spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. Okay. Run! Nah, fuck. Move carefully. Yeah. Yeah. I should have gone. Oh. Okay. Is it coming in here? Think I can hear it. Yep. Where's the way back? Here we go. This way, please. Thank you. Oh. Hi. Just kill me. Darkness can act as cover. God, with how little oil I have. Wait, where's it? I don't know where I'm going. Can't see anything. Okay, it's right behind me. Not sure how that happened, but... Ow. He flipped to the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings and counted 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Oh.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Cool. I guess I no longer want to touch the pool of water. I should have figured that would happen. God, the fact that I'm out of oil. I knew... I was trying to be conservative, but I also don't want to use up too many tinder boxes because that's... You know? He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Okay. Wow.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Well, this looks like a horrible jumble of pipes that I'm gonna have to run back through. Machine equipment memo. Note there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones that are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
So the potion, his forgetting, must have done that so he could do what he needed to without... There must have been something that he knew, and because he knew it... Oh, great.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
A full refill worth of oil. Okay. Machinery needs more work before it will run. Okay. So there are 3 missing cogwheels. I wonder, is it... these? This cogwheel does not fit on this spoke. Okay, yes. It is those big uns. But where do I put the rods? That's the question. Any more light to be had in here? There's nothing in the burner for it to ignite. Oh. There's another cog. Okay. Too much darkness. Ah. Hopefully this is coal. Burner is now full of coal. Oh, there we go. Where do we put the control rods? That's... I wonder, did I pass... Is it in one of these side rooms? Aha! Notes. Elevator machine instructions. Trinity steam set functions. 4-phase amplitude. Complete steam flow cycle. Just levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. Okay. So, Trinity steam set functions. I wonder... Trinity... And then 4-phase. All rods are in place. Okay. Now something about levers. That must be... Let's try going back to the first room I encountered. Yes. Oh. So up 8 and down 8. 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. 1, 5, 6, 5, 2, 2. So if I do that, that makes 8 up. 1, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The exit is to the right at this staircase. Alright. Think we're good to go. Okay, time to get the fuck out of here. Yup. Ow. Ow. Back off. The strange letter frightened him, but was also the only one which offered some comfort. So, the Baron knows about this shadow that's chasing Daniel. He offered Daniel assistance. Oh, boy. Well. No place to go but down. They flip through the Book of Monarch. Okay. So I wonder if this order. What was it? What was that order? Notes. Mahomes contract. The Order of the Black Eagle. I wonder if they had something to do with this shadow that is chasing Daniel. If that's why Daniel is now seeking to kill the good Baron that offered him help. The dark towers of Brennenburg rose above the forest and were silhouetted against the snow-white moon. He couldn't help feeling sad for some reason. Take a rough ride in an elevator in Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Come, this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Or perhaps it was because of what the Baron is doing. I mean, he is performing human experimentation. Okay. Well, whoever those prisoners are, they're still down here. Let's try to get to this area as quickly as possible. I don't think... Oh, cool. There are items that I'll need. Lovely. I guess we're not gonna be able to rush through this area. We will try to move swiftly, though. I don't want to waste a whole lot of oil. Speaking of oil, dot dot dot. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh? Okay, so where I came in. Left, right. So I found the oil. Okay. Ah. Okay, you know what? Just kill me. Just... Ow. God, you're fucking up here. You have to carry on. Yeah. Okay. I think that's playing long enough. This is very interesting. I'm definitely gonna be playing more of this. But I... Wait, where am I? Okay, I'm just on the other side of the door. But... that will be all for now. And for real this time. So, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed, check the description down below. Link to see me try more games, and to watch me do this stuff live. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.